come too close. You're making me look really dowdy.
Sorry.
Where are you going?
Neil's picking me up. We're going over to Skipdale, see a friend of his.
Oh,
Charles Clark?
the breeder. Hey, he's been getting some really impressive wins in the point-to-points.
Well, that's why we're going to see him. Apparently he's got a couple of stallions that'll suit one or two of my mares.
Good idea.
Will you be all right?
Yes, Steve and I can cope.
Good. Give Frank a shout at lunchtime, just to make sure he eats something. You know what he's like when he gets working behind his desk.
Yeah, okay. You and Frank, things are all right, aren't they?
No, not really. Well, he says he understands, but as soon as I relax a bit, he's talking about trying for a baby again. I can't handle it.
There's a sight for sore eyes. And you look very nice as well, Mrs. Tate.
Very funny.
Only joking. I've finished inside. Is there anything else you want me to do?
Yeah, you can take this barrow to the heap.
Your wish is my command.
Creep.
Seth, what can we do for you?
Is Mr. Tate around?
No, he's not in at the moment.
But he will be later.
Well, I hope so.
Oh, right then.
Well, is there anything I can help you with?
Like what?
Like whatever it is you have to talk to Frank about.
Oh, no. Now, I've got to see Mr. Tate about that.
I thought you'd already spoken to Frank about how you feel.
Well, I've tried, but Frank hears what he wants to hear. I just can't make him understand. It is so frustrating.
Yeah, like father, like son. Chris is just the same. Can't be told anything.
Don't tell me you two have been falling out.
No, not really. But we didn't exactly see eye to eye over the way he and Frank dealt with that business over Tony Jarvis.
Oh, him.
You don't sound very bothered about it. Don't you think it was a bit unethical of them?
What, dropping the other haulage company in it with the police, you mean?
Yes, I mean, reporting the man is one thing. Using it as an excuse to pick up more business.
I wouldn't bother about it if I were you. I expect it was all Frank's idea anyway. And like I said, I gave up trying to change him a long time ago.
Morning, all.
Hi.
Ready for the off, Kim?
I'm all yours.
You don't want a coffee before you go, do you?
Kim?
Oh, no, thanks.
Nope, me neither. Let's get cracking, shall we? Here we are. You sure you're okay?
Yes, thanks.
Wouldn't be more comfortable inside.
No, I'm okay, really.
Only with that leg of yours, we'll take it easy.
It's fine now.
These things can take a long time to heal.
Honestly, it's fine.
Oh, well, if you say so. May I?
You don't have to do that, Neil.
Oh, it's jolly good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Charming spot.
Isn't it?
Well, here's to us and a successful piece of business.
It's down to you, really. You're the man with the connections.
You're the woman who knows her horses, so it's really down to teamwork.
Well, if you put it like that, to us then.
To us.
Nope, that's not... Oh, no, thank you.
No.
These are delicious.
You know what they say? The simple things in life are the best.
Or is it the most fattening things in life at best?
Who needs wine and strawberries when you can have all this stuff for free? Well, I think of the time I waste cooped up in the zoo trying to make a fast buck.
A zoo?
A city. That's what we call it.
Hardly wasted. You made a fortune, haven't you?
One has had a certain amount of success. But it's damned hard work. Long hours, stressful.
Drinking champagne, wearing red braces.
My word, you do have a jaundiced view of it, Kim.
I saw Wall Street twice.
Greed is good.
That's what the man said.
Well, it's a sort of business that brings the competitive edge out in people.
The worst, you mean?
Well, the folks I work with were okay. We just had a different set of priorities, that's all. We all wanted to make our mark on the world. I wanted to make mine elsewhere.
So how do you plan to leave your mark on the world?
Well, there's my horses. And a new farm, of course.
What about a wife? You're pretty eligible.
It tends to meet a rather vacuous sort of person on my circuit. I like women with ideas, opinions.
A mind of their own.
She ought to be quite special. I've only ever met one or two women like that. And one of them's already married.
Shame. Well, it's getting a bit chilly. I think we should be going.
Well, I'll go and pay our bill. This has been nice.
I've enjoyed it too.
Good.
Alan. Have a good day.
Marvellous.
You were with Neil looking at some horses, weren't you? Any good?
Brilliant. In fact, we're setting up a deal with Charlie Clark, the breeder.
Well, I must say you're looking good.
Thank you.
Let me guess. We're having salad with a French dressing for supper.
How did you guess?
You got some on the end of your nose.
Oh.
You like something before supper?
Like what?
A drink?
And I thought my luck had changed.
On the other hand, it doesn't have to be a drink.
Oh, got something else in mind?
I have if you have.
Well, as it happens, I have.
Funny. Me too.
A fine couple of mares. And you didn't have to break the bank to acquire them.
I must admit that little chap bidding against me had me worried. I thought he'd go on forever.
You must have seen that I must have those two mares at all costs expression on your face.
Oh, I wanted them all right, but not at all costs. In fact, if he put in one more bid, that would have been it. I wouldn't have gone any higher.
Must be your lucky day. What do you say we ride that luck?
Well, what do you mean?
Prescott's horse sale's about 10 miles further south. Doesn't start till 2. We could make it easily.
I don't know, Neil. Don't you think we should be heading back?
Well, it'd be a pity to miss it. And it does seem to be your lucky day.
10 miles. Well, it's not very far, is it?
No distance at all.
Let's go.
Good. What did I tell you? I knew we'd find something.
He was such a beautiful colt. How could I resist? I'm glad we came.
Me too.
Well, I suppose we should think about getting back.
What, without celebrating our successful day? Oh, come on, Kim.
We ought to get back.
Ah, live a little.
All right. Anything for the quiet life. You're persistent, I'll say that for you.
I am, aren't I?
So what's the plan, then?
Well, there's a good hotel and restaurant a few miles down the road. I thought dinner and a drink.
Dinner? At this rate, we'll never get home tonight.
We'd always stay over.
Neil?
Like you say, it's getting late.
Well, to be honest, the last thing I fancy is a long drive back to Yorkshire.
Good. Then we'll book into the hotel, dinner and a couple of drinks to celebrate your success at the horse sales.
OK. I give in.
I hoped you might.
I'll have to ring Frank, though.
Yes.
I've really enjoyed myself today.
So have I. Bottoms up.
Cheers. Oh, it's better. You're certainly right about this place. It's wonderful.
Yes. I've been here a couple of times.
Oh, yes?
Yes, on business. And alone.
Oh, shame.
Well, I lead such a sad life. But things are looking up. I'm not alone this time.
No, there's a waiter over there, maitre d', a few other diners. Quite a crowd, really.
You know what I mean.
Yes. To tell you the truth, I'm feeling rather guilty at the moment.
Oh?
Well, here we are on a business trip. I've had a wonderful day, and I'm really enjoying being away from home farm.
I know what you mean. I'm not feeling guilty at all.
Oh, it's slightly different for you.
I do enjoy your company.
Likewise.
Shall we order?
Hadn't we better wait until the waiter shows us the menus?
Yes. To the Tate Stables. Those two mares and the colt you bought today will be a fine addition.
I should hope so. And if they prove to be anything less than perfect, I won't be seeking any more advice from you.
Strong words.
So be warned.
You don't seriously think I'd misguide you, do you?
Seriously, Neil, I appreciate your business advice. And if you did misguide me, I'd still want to be friends.
Good. I value our friendship.
Me too.
You must know how I feel about you.
I think so.
And it would be wonderful if you felt the same way. Do you?
Don't pull any punches, do you?
I have nothing and everything to lose. You're avoiding the question.
I'm married.
Still haven't answered the question. I tried for a long time to deny that I had any feelings for you. Didn't work.
I've never been any good at disguising my emotions either.
Ooh, I wouldn't say that. Shall we go?
Telephone, Mum.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. Hello? Frank? No. Well, how is he? I'm on my way back. Yeah, see you soon. Bye. We've been burgled. Joe's in hospital. I've got to get back.
No, you can't.
I've got to get back.
Kim, we've had too much to drink. We can't drive. We have to stay here for the night. You're not angry with me?
Of course not. Why should I be?
You know why.
I just feel so rotten about what's happened.
Burglaries are rotten things.
I just feel awful.
Come on, don't cry. It's not your fault.
Don't stop. I want to get back.
And I want to talk. It wasn't your fault.
I know that. But I wasn't there when it happened. When I think what I was doing.
We weren't doing anything.
But we would have been, if it hadn't been for that phone call.
Kim, nothing happened. Nothing.
That makes it all right, does it?
Oh, come on, Kim. I didn't burgle Home Farm. You know, it's not my fault.
That's the only thing that bothers you about the burglary, isn't it? And Joe getting hurt. Got in the way of your little plan.
That's really not very fair.
I want to forget last night ever happened. Now, please, just take me home.
My pleasure.
There's no need for you to come in.
Of course I must. I should see Frank.
Oh, that'll be my wife. Hello, love.
Frank.
It's okay. I'm all right. Could have been a lot worse. What a mess.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just as well we weren't here. It's all right, my darling. It's all right. I'm just so grateful you were there with her last night. It would have been awful if she'd have been on her own when she heard. Come on, I'll make you a cup of coffee.
Okay.
If you need us, we're in the kitchen.
What news of Joe?
Well, he wasn't unconscious for too long, but he did lose a lot of blood and needed a few stitches. I'm sorry, Kim, but they've taken all your jewelry.
That doesn't matter. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Nothing happened to me.
Yeah, but you had to come back and find all this on your own.
I'm just glad you weren't here.
Half an hour later, it might have been you in hospital instead of Joe.
But I didn't, and it wasn't. Come on. It's not like you to get into such a stew about something like this.
Frank, you could have been killed.
Thanks for looking after Kim, Neil.
Well, you know.
It's funny, she's not the least bit concerned about what's been stolen.
I think she's more concerned about life and limb.
Yeah, she hasn't had time to take it all in yet.
Did you lose a lot?
Yes, but most of it's replaceable. The worst is Kim's jewellery, my gold watch, which my grandfather gave me.
Mr. Tate, Mr. Kincaid.
Morning, Steve.
Steve, what are you doing here?
I heard about your burglary, Mr. Tate. I came up to see if there's anything I could do to help.
Ah, thank you. That's very kind of you, but I'm not sure what Mr. Kincaid here feels about that.
Please, borrow him again if he can be of any use.
Well, if you can make yourself useful, I don't think Mrs. Tate's going to have much time for the horses.
Sure. Terrible thing, Joe getting hurt.
Yeah, that's the worst of the lot.
Is he going to be okay?
Oh, yes, I think so. It's just to be hoped that he gets his memory back and we can find out exactly what happened.
Yeah. Let's hope so.
Nice lad, that. Are you sure you can spare him again?
Of course, keep him as long as you like. And you will call me if there's anything else I can do.
Oh, hello, Elizabeth. I'm sorry, I know I asked you to come, but this burglary's knocked us for 6.
Oh, don't worry. I could come back another day.
I think that would be best, Elizabeth.
Unless you'd like me to give you a hand. I could help you clear up.
No, it's all right.
No, we couldn't possibly.
Honestly, I don't mind. I don't know exactly how you feel, remember?
Well, it's the sitting room that's the worst. Kim and I can't face it.
Right. I'll get cracking then.
The transformation.
I'm not sure everything's in its right place, mind you.
It doesn't matter. It looks great.
I really can't thank you enough, Elizabeth.
Oh, don't be silly. I was glad to help out.
Alan was right.
He told Frank you were worth your weight in gold.
Did he?
Well, he couldn't have praised you more. Not to mention insisting that I kept you on.
What?
Yeah. He said he wouldn't sell the fish farm unless Frank guaranteed to keep you on.
Is that really true?
Really. He was absolutely insistent.
And he was right. Thank you. Well, I never.
Getting ready for the new cult?
Yeah, I can't wait to see him. Kim said she fell in love with him straight away. So what can we do for you, Neil?
Well, there's another sale I'm thinking of going to next week down in Gloucestershire. Fancy coming along?
No, I don't think so.
Why not? Some good stock there.
I wish you would come with me. I trust your judgment.
I'm not going on any more overnight trips. Not after what happened last time.
It's not going to happen again.
I'm not going, Kathy.
Don't be silly. It'll do you good. She feels bad about Joel.
If I hadn't gone away,
Don't punish yourself, Kim.
I can't help the way I feel.
I think you're mad. I go like a shot.
There you go, Neil. Answer to all your problems. Why don't you take Kathy along with you?
I don't have the time. Anyway, you're the one with the good eye for horses, not me.
You sure you won't come? It's a beautiful part of the country.
Sorry.
Well, I must get on. See you later.
You all right?
Don't.
So, this is where you're hiding,
I'm not hiding.
aren't you? Come with me, Kim. It wasn't your fault, you know.
If I hadn't gone out, if we both stayed in that night, they'd have seen the lights on in the house.
If. You can't live your life like that.
Won't happen again.
Oh, sure, the police will catch them.
I'm not talking about the robbery. I've let things go too far, Neil. It has to stop.
Just like that. You can't switch emotions on and off like a light switch.
What emotions?
You don't fool me, Kim. I'm in love with you.
You hardly know me.
Come on, Kim. You're not talking to some pubescent youth. I know you well enough, and I love you.
I'm sorry, Neil.
You're trying to tell me you don't have any feelings at all for me?
Look, I'm really sorry, Neil.
And what about you?
I was silly. It was a moment of madness, that's all.
All?
Yes. We were drunk. I kissed you. End of story. Now, you've got to stop this, Neil. or I'll have to stop seeing you altogether. You and Chris don't seem to be going out as much as you were.
No, I know. It's Chris. I think he's getting antisocial in his old age.
Doesn't sound like Chris.
No, it's not really. He just gets a bit jealous when I want to see some of my friends.
Perhaps he wants more time with you.
That's what he says.
Shows he cares.
Yeah.
Let's face it, you're never going to find anyone who's absolutely perfect.
Oh, I know that.
Always thought it was worth compromising to preserve a good marriage.
Yeah, of course it is.
Voice and start jumping out of the water. Talk about a Pavlovian response. You're not listening to me, are you?
Yes, I am. You were talking about Seth trying to put one over on you and Alan?
That was way back. You are in a dream world. What's up?
Nothing. Oh, I don't know. I just don't seem to be able to concentrate.
You're not still imagining you're hearing things all the time.
It'll take a while for that to wear off.
Yeah, I suppose so, but they're not going to come back, are they? I mean, lightning doesn't strike twice.
Or not very often. And you do seem pretty accident-prone at the moment.
No. We've had our 3 in a row.
3?
Yeah, the accident, the baby, and now this. That's it for a bit.
Yeah, well, I hope you're right. Have you heard how Joe is?
No, I'll ring them now. Make sure everything's okay.
What's up with Saint?
Lame, I had to walk him back.
Yeah, well, that's the cause of it. Looks like a bit of flint.
Any lasting damage?
No, it's just a small cut. I'll put a poultice on it. It'll be right as rain tomorrow.
Come on, lad. Anyway, you back working now, Joe?
Well, I'm looking for Frank to tell him I'm willing and able.
He's just taking some travel reps up to the holiday village.
I'd steer clear if I were you. We're insisting on taking Frank out to dinner tonight, and you can't see how to refuse.
I thought you were going to the town hall, the mayor's reception.
Yeah, we are. Or at least I am. And if Frank knows you're back in harness...
No chance. I only escaped from Ma because I promised to be back from his supper. She reckons it's only her meat pies will help me get my memory back. Right, I'm going to get rid of my gear. Okay.
Hi. Hi.
Come to see if the birthday girl fancies a lunchtime drink.
Oh, I would love to, Lynn, but we're really run off our feet here.
Half an hour.
Sorry, Kathy, the vet's coming and, well, I've got to go into Skipdale.
Can we make it later in the week?
Yeah, sure. I'd better give you this now, then.
Oh, thank you. What is it?
Open it and see. Here, I'll take him. You go and have a coffee. Spare 10 minutes.
Oh, thanks. Oh, thanks, Lynn. No, this is lovely. Silk must have cost a fortune.
I knew you'd like him.
Yeah, not half as much as Chris will, though.
He'll probably think it's his birthday, not yours.
Talk of the devil.
What's so funny then?
It's called Girls Talk, Chris.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you wouldn't be interested.
I bet. Well, seeing as you've got nothing better to do than sit around laughing and drinking coffee, you won't mind if I take my wife out for some lunch.
Sorry, Chris, the vet's due any time. I'll have to work through.
Sorry, Chris.
I see. Well, I better not keep you then. Enjoy yourselves.
Will. Honestly, Frank, I'd just as soon not go if you can't make it.
Nonsense, you'll enjoy it. And I've already fixed it with Neil. He said he'd be delighted to escort you.
He's just being polite. We shouldn't bother him.
Well, he was going anyway. Too late now. That'll be him. Hello, Neil. Come in.
Good evening, Frank.
Kim?
Hello, Neil.
I've been trying to persuade Kim that you don't mind acting as her escort this evening.
Oh, no, of course not. It'd be my pleasure.
There we are. What did I tell you? Help yourself to a drink.
Should we go through? I thought I'd go and have a look next week sometime. I'm not really sure it's worth the investment, though. What do you think?
I think you're looking beautiful.
I don't know how much it'd cost. I'm in a swimming pool for horses. Must cost a fair bit. Though it is supposed to be very good therapy for them.
Kim?
Well, it's worth looking into anyway, so I thought I'd go next week.
Yes, you said.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I've missed you, Kim.
Would you like another drink?
I've thought of nothing else, just you.
Stop it, please.
I can't get you off my mind.
Right, I'm off then. Is everything all right?
Yes, yes, of course. I was just telling Neil, it's your birthday on the 1st.
Don't remind me. I try to forget things like birthdays.
Doing anything special to celebrate?
No, nothing special. Just a quiet meal.
With Chris and Kathy.
Sounds nice.
Hey, why didn't you join us?
No, I couldn't. I'd be intruding.
No, you wouldn't. We'd love to have you along, wouldn't we, Kim?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Well, in that case, count me in.
Good. Have a nice time.
Trouble?
Yeah, it's that same leg again. Still very feely on it.
Doesn't seem to have cleared up as quickly as it should.
Yeah. It's all right, son, I know. It's very painful.
Joe, I hate to be the one to say it, but...
Yeah, I've been thinking the same thing myself. That time I pensioned him off.
I don't think you've any choice, really.
No. Been a grand old servant, haven't you, son?
He has. Here, why don't you give him a mint? Look, there's a couple of local horse sales coming up. Why don't I keep my eye open?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind. Mind you, it'll take a while to replace him.
Yeah.
You can ask Neil to keep an eye open as well.
Neil?
Yeah, he's a good judge of horse flesh. He seems to get around a bit.
Yeah, of course. I'll mention it to him tonight. He's coming to dinner.
Business.
Frank's birthday.
Oh. You better tell Neil to watch out then.
What?
You know, Frank, even though it's his birthday, he won't be able to keep it off business for very long.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kim. That was a delicious meal.
Yes, thank you. You went through a lot of trouble.
Happy birthday, darling.
Oh, yes. Happy birthday, Frank.
Yeah, cheers, Dad. Right, shall we move into the sitting room? I'll pour some brandies.
Yeah, you lot go through. I'll get some coffee.
Here, Kim, let me help.
No, please, you go and sit down, Neil.
No, I insist. So thank you for a lovely meal. I think that's the lot.
Oh, thanks. Right, better get the coffee through.
Oh, they won't miss us for another minute.
The coffee will get cold.
I really enjoyed myself the other evening at the reception.
So did I.
I didn't want the night to end.
They'll be wondering where we are.
When can we see each other?
We can't.
I have to see you again, Kim. I have to be with you.
Neil, please.
Just the two of us, huh?
Neil.
Hey, Kim. Is that coffee ready?
Yep, it's on its way.
Good.
Too cut up about having to retire soon.
No, he took it very well, actually. He's asked me to look out for a replacement.
Really?
Yes, and if you can keep your eyes open as well.
Of course. Actually, there's a sale at Ripon next Wednesday I was thinking of going to.
You could go together. 2 pairs of eyes are better than one.
Be glad of the company.
Well, next Wednesday could be a bit tricky for me. Why don't you go, Kathy? Be good experience.
Oh, I'd love to go, Kim. That's the day of my riding course.
Oh, yeah, I've forgotten.
I've seen the sale catalogue, just the sort of thing I imagine Joe's looking for. Only be an afternoon.
You can spare a couple of hours, couldn't you, love?
Yes, I suppose so. Frank?
Yes?
Nick rang. Said he'd be late.
Oh, now what?
Oh, he's only just got up. Alice is teething. He's been up all night with her.
So that's what Archie was for.
And he was up the night before with her.
Oh, well, can't be helped. Hey, I did 3 7-minute miles this morning.
There you go, mail.
All right, don't be impressed then, but 7-minute miles is pretty good for a bloke of my age.
I'm sorry, well done. Do you want me to fix you some lunch? Leave it in the fridge?
No, I can manage.
Only I'm out.
Yeah, horse sales. Good Lord.
Well, what is it?
Estimate for the new security system is going to set us back best part of 6 grand.
That much?
Yeah. Still, worth every penny if it makes sure that you're safe. Could have been you and not Joe who was bombed on
For
the head.
goodness sake, Frank.
What?
When will you stop treating me like a piece of china? What are you doing?
Seeing if there's a way to take a nip and tuck in this estimate. Shouldn't you be on your way to the horse sales by now?
I wanted to apologise first.
For what?
Being snappy with you earlier on.
Don't be silly. I hardly noticed.
It's getting to be a habit. You're only thinking of me. I'm sorry.
Forget it.
Thank you.
Now, off you go. You don't want to keep old Neil waiting.
coming.
Sorry, I was a bit late getting away. Nice looking animal?
Yes, not bad. Shall we stroll?
I thought we were here to look at the horses.
I've had a good look around. Nothing's impressed me yet.
A waste of time, huh?
Meeting you could never be a waste of time.
Thank you.
Thought I'd lost you.
Oh, Joe.
Neil? No, Joe. Wasn't expecting to see you today.
I asked Joe along. After all, he is looking for a replacement for Saint.
Seen anything you like?
Possibly.
Kim, it's a rather nice 5-year-old I like the look of. Coming up for sale in about an hour or so. I'd value a second opinion.
All right.
Yeah, a third for that matter. It's in the car park.
Okay. Come on.
I'll see you later.
Well, we may have gone. More business to do.
Well, probably see you around then.
Bye, Joe.
Now then, what about us?
What do you think I am, Neil? Convenient facility for your passion.
No. I'm sorry if that's what it looks like.
So you should be.
No, Kim, all I want is to be alone for a while. Just to talk. Just to be together. We need time, sort things out.
There's nothing to sort out, Neil. I love Frank. I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize my marriage.
I love you, Kim.
Look, I'm sorry, Neil, but I don't love you.
Good day.
Yes, fine.
You and Neil find anything you wanted?
No.
Ah, well, next time.
Do you want a cup of tea?
Yeah, please. Do you want to see me, Joe?
Well, I think, Frank, you wanted to see me. Talk about the holiday village.
Oh, yes. I was over there this morning. It's pretty quiet.
Well, that's what you expect when it's so near the end of the season.
I know, but I think we ought to lay off most of our casuals.
Well, I thought I'd start at the end of the month, like we discussed.
We'd save ourselves a bit of money if we did it now.
OK, I'll start laying off some of the chalet maids.
And Mark?
Sure.
Sorry.
He knew it was only temporary.
There's always next year.
Well, I hope he won't have to take up the offer next year, but I'll talk to him.
Now then, tell me all about your day.
You don't want to hear about that?
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. Horses.